Okay, I'd like to call to order the meeting of the West Dallas West Milwaukee School Board. Ms. Lee, will you please lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Sarah, can you please call the roll?
Yeah, I did. There we go. All right, Mr. Keller is excused. Ms. Kaiser,
Here.
Ms. Deal,
Here.
Mr. Lee,
Here.
Ms. Carr,
Here.
Mr. Verbos,
Present.
Ms. Lee,
Here.
Mr. Becker, sorry.
Here.
And President Burns is excused.
All right, proper notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the open meeting laws of the state of Wisconsin. Dr. Robinson, do we have any modifications to the agenda?
There are no modifications.
All right, and then to you, Superintendent's report.
All right. Thank you, Board Vice President. I appreciate you passing it over. We'll get started. Legislative updates this evening. Governor Evers signed the compromise budget deal, completing the 25-27 budget process. The deal passed the bill passed both houses of the legislature. The deal saw special education reimbursement raised to an estimated 45% by the second year, high cost special education to 90%, and an additional $30 million invested into mental health supports. The deal also released $40 million in early literacy funding and full funding of the Office of School Safety. As we are working through what a lot of this means, there'll be more information forthcoming. Right now, we're definitely going to see sort of an impact in some of the fine writing and when you look at the bill, and some things we are negatively impacted by, mainly open enrollment. So we'll have further discussion as those come up in the next couple of weeks, but stay tuned for that information. WAC Boys Golf Academic All-State Award. So congratulations to Simon Pratt, Caden Schaefer-Rose, and Alex Colson for being recognized as 2025 Academic All-State honorees. Students are submitted by a member of the coaching staff and must meet the following criteria to be considered. Student athlete must have a cumulative GPA of 3.25 or higher. Student athlete must have participated in at least 75% of the team's varsity competitions during the 25 season. The student athlete must be in good standing regarding athletic and school codes of conduct. The student athlete must either be a sophomore, junior, or senior. So congratulations to Simon Pratt, Caden Schaefer-Rose, and Alex Colson, for being recognized as All-State Academic for 2025. 4th of July parade. We want to thank the entire community for coming out, our board members who were able to attend. It was a great event, a little hot outside, but well worth it. It was good to see a lot of the parents and students in attendance as well, and to hear some positive feedback from our community and how they appreciate us and the work that we're doing inside of the school district. So thank you for being there at the parade. July is National Parks and Recreation Month. So July is National Parks and Recreation Month. This year's theme is Build Together, Play Together. We want to take this opportunity to recognize and thank the 350 plus recreation professionals and staff that work in our district year round to help improve the lives of people across West Dallas, West Milwaukee, New Berlin, and beyond. These dedicated staff are essential to our community's health and well-being and help cultivate lifelong friendships, memories, and bonds that people hold dear. Together, we are building spaces for current and future generations. Together, we are building a thriving community focused on our health and well-being. Together, we are building high-quality programs and spaces that are accessible and inclusive for all. Together, we are helping people play and connect. Shelley, did you have anything you want to add to that? I want to thank Shelley Strasser for also being in attendance, for leading our recreational activities in our district. We are definitely the model for this area, and I would say for the entire state for our rec department. Other updates. So I had a couple of events. I participated in the Solution Tree PLC and RTI training. the week of the 24th to 27th, as well as all of our leadership teams from our schools. Strategic Planning Steering Committee number 3 was on the 24th. We had our leadership end of the year social at OPE. 6/27, we had a legislative breakfast hosted by the Southwest Suburban Health Department. We had several board members who were in attendance, so thank you guys for being there. Our West Dallas 4th of July parade, as I just mentioned, and our Badgerette Palms Dance Camp. The superintendent showed up. And so kind of brings me to my next thing. You have the next slide? Well, gonna go. There you go. Let's go there first and we'll come back. So I did attend the camp. I was there in father mode, but I could not pass up the opportunity to take some pictures and to congratulate Central as well as our Nathan Hale Palms squad. So I want to first thank them for their work, and throughout that week, it was hard. My daughter slept the entire weekend. That's how tired she was. So I didn't hear from her. And so, but also just taking the time to pose with me and take a couple of pictures was a big treat. I was the fan during that particular time. These young ladies, they put on a show, and there's a lot of preparation. I was just amazed at the things that they had to do in such a short period of time, and they definitely executed it. So shout out to them. Let's go back. So we have a couple of people I want to recognize tonight. One is new, and then one has been upgraded. I'll say it that way. So D. Garcia is our new Director of Talent Acquisition and Employee Engagement. If you're looking at this board meeting and you're saying, what does that mean? She's the HR Director. Okay. But I want to allow Ms. Garcia to come on up and just greet everybody if you don't mind.
Hi, everyone. How are you tonight? Thanks for coming in. I'm super excited to be here. I was a former West Dallas resident for many, many years. In fact, up until just last year. And I'd always dog walk with a critical friend who works in the mayor's office and talk about the opportunity that I might have to serve this community as a leader and educator. And when the opportunity arose this year, I just was super excited to think about how I could bring what I do to the community here that I have lived in and loved for so many years. So I'm very excited to do that. I come from a 22-year background in education. I started working as a teacher overseas in another country, returned to the United States, working as a social worker for several years before coming into K-12 education with Milwaukee Public Schools as a bilingual educator, and then moving into the Waukesha School District as a director of teaching and learning for the last 13 years. So I bring a lot of teaching and learning experience, a lot of recruitment experience, and my specialty has really been like minority recruitment and hard to fill positions amongst specifically people that speak multiple languages and people of color. So that's what I do. I am a mother. I have a 14-year-old that's headed into high school. I am a dog owner and love the West Dallas Dog Park. It's my favorite one. So if you know it, visit it. And I'm just really excited to work with each of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks.
And we also want to recognize Connie Bergman, who is not here able to join us. She's on vacation, but she was promoted to Director of Student Enrollment and School Services. Her position specifically will not change. Her functions will not change. We just really have to put an emphasis on enrollment and the experience that our kids have, as far as our parents have in our district. And so when we look at attendance, we look at dropouts, she's going to be trying to figure out why. There are some issues there, and we're going to work to improve our numbers as well. But the overall experience is going to be very critical in her role. So a lot of the things that she's already done, transportation, she's going to continue to do those things. This position is just going to allow for her to be elevated a bit and the importance of the things that she does highlighted. All right, I think that's it, right? That is it. That concludes the superintendent's report tonight.
My computer's decided to poop out on me. So, all right, I'm gonna wing this. But all right, so right now to be open up the floor for public comments. If anyone would like to address the board, this would be the time. There is a link in the Zoom chat if you would like to speak, or you can sign up at the back of the room. Just a reminder that you're limited to please limit your comments to 3 minutes. The board cannot discuss, debate, or act upon any item made during the public comments portion of the board meeting. Follow-up to public comments will be made by the superintendent at the next regular board meeting. we have anybody signed up? Nope. All right. Then at this time, I will actually, is there? No, I will close public comments at that time then, at this time then. All right, then we on to 8.1. That is the review of the board calendar. So today, July 14th, 2025, we have a regular board meeting. Our board workshop for July 21st has been canceled, so no meeting next week. And then we have a regular board meeting on July 28th at 6 p.m. We'll have workshops on teaching and learning, forward and act assessment, and then student services, wands, vape detectors, and dog sniffs. All right. Now we have board committee reports. So 8.2.1 college and career readiness, Mr. Becker.
Thank you. The College and Career Readiness Committee met tonight. Oh, sorry, thank you. So we met tonight. We did not have a list of barrage, so we got a lot of focus on student services. Laura Sage provided some updates on things that are happening over the summer, some things that are coming up for the fall. We've got staff training for second step curriculum. That's our human skills, social emotional learning. That's going to be the elementary staff already has existing knowledge, so they're going to be building a little bit deeper. It's going to be rolled out to the intermediate students, and they're going to be doing this during base group to avoid interrupting instructional time. There's also some work going on with trauma training, and they're going to be enhancing that by having some year-long action plans as opposed to just a one-off training and kind of forgetting everything. We also spoke about a different vendor or different therapy service company coming in and being in schools this year, so I think it'll be a nice bit of continuity. We had some time to speak about special education as well, and a lot of the efforts that are being made to revamp how we service the students with special needs. Some of it is things like preparedness for supporting students with autism a little bit better, more robust EA training, having sensory rooms in every building. Beyond that, we spoke about having a little bit better monitoring system for caseloads to make sure that we're not overloading our professionals, and knowing when we need to hire a little bit more quickly. One of the things I thought was good to hear was we reached out to CISA to get a better understanding of what an average caseload looks like. So we weren't just guesstimating what a caseload should be. We took a look at some of the neighbors. So it was really good, I thought. Something else that came up, as Dr. Robinson alluded to, was the state budget and the impact that it's having on us. So this is something I think I've mentioned to a couple of different people, but Mr. Sikich used to talk about the letter writing committee that the board had where they would regularly reach out to legislators. And I think recently, as the budget talks ramped up, we did a good job showing up and communicating with them. But I wonder if it might be something where we could put together a monthly resolution, and we can just go by department or by department lead and just have an idea. This is what is, so to speak, on fire this month because our funding is suffering. Here's a specific example of what's going on in this area where a better budget that supports our schools would not have us scrambling for survival. So that's something that's maybe a little bit long-term, but something I definitely want to engage other committee leads on and see if we can get that rolling. That's all. Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Becker or any suggestions for future topics? All right. Seeing none, we'll move on to 8.3, board member reports of community events. Any board member want to give a report of what they've been up to? Ms. Kaiser.
I just want to announce that the Willy Wonka Kids is this week. It's July 18th, 19th, and 20th. Is that Docky? Thank you so much. So it's at Docky. Make sure to go. Our theater department is fantastic, and the kids have been working really hard all summer long on this.
Mr. Verbos.
Along with nearly everybody else, I attended the parade. It was a great time. I had a lot of fun.
I would like to second that. I was also able to participate in the 4th of July parade. And of course, as always, Shelley and her staff put on a great parade. So thank you to our rec and community services. All right, 8.4, other updates. I do not have anything. So we will move on to item 9, consent agenda. Yeah, is there a 9.1 approval of minutes, 9.2 the employment summary, and 9.3 supplementary contracts. Does anyone need anything separated?
Move to approve.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the ayes have it. It's been passed. All right, now we'll move on to our action items. So we have 10.1, 2025, 2026 academic standards adoptions, Dr. Robinson and
Dr. Robinson.
Dr. Robinson. All right.
Solo act tonight. Per Wisconsin Act 55, that was approved in 2015, school boards are required to include an agenda item annually at their first meeting after July 1st to identify the academic standards adopted by the Board of Education that will be in effect for the school year. This change became effective on July 14, 2015. The West Allis, West Milwaukee School District, curriculum is what we teach and instruction is how we teach it. The curriculum is written to provide a common framework that explicitly states what students are expected to know and be able to do in each course at each grade level. The standards within the curriculum serve as goals for teaching and learning, ensuring that all students have access to high quality instruction. Using these standards as a guide, our district curriculum is written to provide teachers with units of instruction that include grade level, course specific standards, essential content, skills, and common assessments to measure student achievement within the curriculum. We're asking tonight that you approve the academic standards that you were given. There are no changes from the previous year. So these are all standards that are rolling over from one year to the next.
Do you have any questions? Now we look for motion.
Move to approve. Second.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the motion passes. All right. Okay, sorry. Where am I?
That's it.
No, I have to motion for us to go into closed session, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so the board will convene into closed session. I'm sorry, the board will convene into executive session in accordance with Wisconsin statute 19.51 and F to confer with legal counsel and to deliberate regarding the potential sale of school district property. The board will also meet to consider a student disciplinary expulsion order, which if discussed in public would be likely to have a substantial adverse effect upon the reputation of the student involved. So I need a motion to move into executive session.
So moved.
Second, sorry.
And then what?
Take the vote.
Roll call. Sorry, Sarah, can you please do the roll call?
Yes. Mr. Becker,
Yes.
Mr. Keller is excused. Ms. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Verbos,
Yes.
Mr. Lee,
Yes.
Ms. Kaiser,
Yes.
Ms. Lee,
Yes.
VP Deal,
Yes.
and President Burns is excused.
All right. So if there's no objection, we'll recess for 5 minutes while the boardroom is set up for closed session. There being no objections, we'll recess for 5 minutes.